Welcome to the second episode of Three Guys Who Know Nothing Discuss Everything with myself, Ben Aaron Hollis, and with Sean Ru-Ssell Adams.
Hello.
And not with Rob, because Rob is not here and we don't know where he is.
Hope he's okay.
We're doing really well. We've had one episode of just me and Rob, one episode of just me and Sean. Maybe in the third episode we'll be able to get our shit together and actually be able to do this properly.
I hope so.
But we're on a schedule. We need to get this done. So it's just the two of us today.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll have some fun. You had a good day, Sean?
Been alright. Been alright. You?
Yeah, I've had a good day. Do you know what? On the way driving here, there was a rain cloud in the distance and I saw a lightning bolt diagonally.
What?
Like all across.
Across?
Long ways.
It didn't hit the earth?
Didn't. And I thought
How does that work?
I don't know.
Must have hit something.
I consider myself quite intelligent and I don't know. I didn't know that existed. I didn't know that was a real thing. I don't know how that works.
Could have been a UFO.
Where did it come from? Where's it going to?
No
Who
idea.
knows?
Unless there's like a long flagpole
Up in the sky.
and it hit that. Or a UFO.
Or UFO.
Could have been UFO. Sure as lightning. There wasn't any lightning today. It was UFO.
Oh, there was a rain cloud in the distance. No, because there was loads of rain today, wasn't there?
Yeah, wouldn't be thunder and lightning.
And there was a rain cloud in the distance. And I saw it.
Right, so now you know how it feels when people say I saw a UFO. No one believes them.
Everyone goes,
And
no,
then
you
you're like,
didn't.
I saw a lightning.
It's
Yeah,
funny,
when-
isn't it? Everyone would love to see a UFO. Like, I would love to see a UFO. But if someone said to me, guess what? I just saw a UFO. I'd be like,
You'd be like, "Pfft, whatever, mate.
fucking weirdo.
You lie. I'd love to see one. I have seen one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Don't believe you.
Honestly,
Okay.
I did.
Did you actually?
Yeah.
Okay, so definitely the first thing I've just discovered that we need to talk about is UFOs because Sean has seen a UFO.
I've
Sean,
seen a UFO.
Sean, go. Tell me about this UFO.
Right, well, I was driving back from seeing a girlfriend.
Yeah.
And she lived at her parents' house.
Okay.
And it was at night. It was a clear night. And there's a long straight up to this roundabout where I used to live.
Yeah.
And I was driving about 60 miles an hour or so, and there was this like 3 lights in the sky. They looked like in like a triangle formation,
Yeah.
and it just shot over my head, quite low, but completely silent.
And it
Go-
wasn't a plane.
No, it's really quite low.
It wasn't a bird.
Well, I've not seen many birds that emit light.
Okay, so it wasn't
Yes.
a bird and it wasn't a plane.
It
So
wasn't
you
a
know
bird.
who it
It
was.
could have been Superman.
So what?
It
So
just
what shape was
silently
it?
went over. It was like a triangle, and lights on either corner.
How big would you say this thing was? Or do you know
That
how
was-
high it was?
Height was a bit difficult.
Yeah,
to
so you don't
ascertain
really know how
when
big
it was
it is.
dark. No, but if I had to guess, I would say like a small Learjet.
Or what?
A small Learjet,
I don't know
like
what
a
that is.
private plane,
Oh, okay.
that sort of size.
And it didn't make a noise at all.
No sound,
Completely
which was
silent.
really weird. I even put my window down when I saw it go over. Didn't hear a thing, and it was just me on the road because it was like 11 o'clock at night.
How like from the second you noticed it to when it was gone? What time span was that?
About 5 seconds.
5 seconds.
I saw it, window down. Literally, I was quite quick actually. It was quite amazing. And I mean, all I heard was just wind
And
coming
then it
through
was
the car.
And then it was gone.
It was gone. Just literally horizon.
Okay, so how fast were you driving?
60 miles an hour.
So if you're driving 6 miles an hour and you turn the window down, there could be some sound
It's
coming
quite
from it.
noisy.
But if
yeah.
it's a private jet,
Wow.
you're going to hear something.
You'd hear
aren't you?
something, yeah.
Wow.
And the amount, just the speed of it is what shook me, because it was over, into the distance.
It was travelling faster
Gone.
than anything you'd
Anything
seen.
I've ever seen in the sky, yeah.
And before this, you believed in aliens,
Yeah,
but you never thought you would see one.
believe in life on other planets. Who
Yeah.
knows what it could have been? It could have been like, some secret tech up Salisbury Plain, for all we know.
Wow.
It could
That's
have.
amazing. And you're 100% sure that this was definitely an alien? Like, you would... No, because like, would you argue this with someone? If you explained the story to someone and someone said, no, it wasn't, would you be like, dude, yes, it was?
Whatever it was isn't like common technology.
Sure, so you are 100% sure that whatever this was is not something that we are aware of
Yeah,
existing.
it was definitely a machine. It wasn't alive, so it wasn't an animal or something, because it was emitting light and it was going just so fast.
I didn't know this. This is something I thought we would have spoken about before.
Well, no, I mean, you exactly. If I told you, you'd be like, fuck off, mate. Aliens have been on the cards for years.
Yeah, I mean...
Everyone thinks that... Well, everyone either thinks they've seen an alien or a UFO. Well, the words UFO are associated with aliens.
It just means unidentified flying
It's
object.
unidentified. It could be anything.
If you look up and you see a bird, you don't know what it is. Technically, to you, that is a UFO.
It's a UFO.
Yeah. And the idea that no other planet apart from ours in the entire universe could have life on. That's right. A very stubborn, naive thought.
It is indeed.
It's a very selfish thought.
Very selfish.
That we're the most intelligent thing in this entire universe.
Oh my God.
Have you seen 99% of our race? If we're the most intelligent thing in this universe is screwed.
Yeah, we're doomed. You not ever seen a UFO then? Like nothing in the sky? Like gone, hang on, what the...
I've not.
What is that?
I've not, no.
Nothing. When I was younger, I thought I saw a UFO, but it was just the moon rising. It was orange, man. It was bright orange coming over the sea.
No.
Nothing.
No, I'm trying to think now, because I feel like I probably have. Like, at some point in my life, I've definitely probably gone, whoa, look, a UFO, and then it's been something else. But I can't think of anything off the top of my head. I didn't have time to plan for this. I didn't know we were going to discuss this.
No, I know. I mean, no, that's right.
I don't know.
I don't really look up very often either.
Yeah, I mean, how often do you look at the sky? But I don't know. Yeah, not that I think of. I've ever seen one. No, not that I can think of.
Would you ever go UFO hunting?
Yeah, but I'd love to do that. But I would go I'd go ghost hunting.
Oh, ghost hunting.
Yeah, I would do anything like that. If someone said to me, "Shall we go hunting for the abominable snowman?" I'd be like, "Fucking yes, let's do this."
That'd be podcast 3.
Yeah. Next podcast is just us looking for the abominable snowman out in, don't know, Canada?
Yeah, it would be
somewhere like that, probably.
Yeah.
But if someone said, "Do you want to go search for Bigfoot, Nessie?" If someone was seriously going to look for Nessie, I would be like, "Yes,
let's go.
I'm coming with you." It wouldn't matter if I believed in it or not myself. I would be like, I just want to see what this guy does, or girl, whoever they are. I just want to see what they do. But alien, can you hunt? How do you hunt for aliens? Like, how do you hunt for UFO? Do you just sit and look at the sky all night?
Oh, yeah, they say, Stonehenge would be a good place. Go up there because there's not really any light pollution.
Oh yeah.
Clear night.
I thought you were going to say something really like earth kooky then, like ley lines and stuff. But then you just went, "There's not much light up there."
Well,
I thought you were going to have some theory as to why Stonehenge might be linked to aliens, and then just know there's not much light.
Well, there are loads of theories, but do you want to go down that rabbit hole?
Another time. If you've seen an alien, or you think you've seen an alien,
if you're listening out there and you've gone, "I've seen one," let us know.
Just drop a comment. Maybe we'll pick it up. Maybe we won't. Maybe we won't care about what you have to say. Who knows? But comment anyway.
Yeah, definitely comment.
Brexit.
Ooh.
Had to be done, didn't it?
Had to be done.
So, this is interesting actually, because I voted to remain. Sean voted to leave. So this is actually really interesting because we've got both sides here. Now, I don't hold it against you for leaving because I know that you have legitimate reasons for wanting to leave, which is 100% okay.
Well, yeah, same with remain.
Yeah. What the problem is that I have, right, is people who voted to leave. Yeah, so you've got... I honestly believe that the Leave campaign, there was 50% that had a legitimate reason to want to do so, and there was 50% that had an extremely non-legitimate reason to do so. For example, we want our freedom back. Like, are you slaves? Like, not exactly, are you?
No, not quite. Debt slaves, maybe, but
leaving the EU isn't going to stop us being in debt.
If anything, it can make it worse.
It could do. Exactly. And just quickly, this is the best one that I had. So I've seen a lot of stupid reasons for leaving, and when we left, I saw a lot of people saying even more stupid stuff. But one of the things I saw a woman, not somebody that I know, but I saw on Facebook, you see one of your friends commented on someone's.
Yeah.
And I saw a friend of a friend's Facebook status, right? Her status was that she was voting to leave the EU, and she couldn't understand why anybody would want any different. And so you had people kind of commenting, saying, well, there's this and there's that, and a couple of people posted some articles and stuff. And someone said, okay, so what? We're giving you our reasons why we're voting Remain. Why are you voting Leave? And she said, right, you ready for this? Okay.
Go on then.
She said...
Drum roll.
Yeah. She said...
Can't even say it.
She said that... she said she wanted to leave the EU because she wants to keep her freedom stay British, and this is the pinnacle, she doesn't want to lose Christmas. I promise you, honest to God, she said, I don't want to lose Christmas.
Wow.
Where do you go with that? What do you say? Because you know that nothing, clearly everyone else's comments she's not been reading because she doesn't have the IQ to read, apparently.
Well, I don't want to lose Easter, so I think she...
Yeah, I mean, I really like Easter eggs, and the Easter Bunny needs a job.
What about firework night? What are we going to do?
Guy Fawkes might.
Guy Fawkes might,
He'd be out of a job, wouldn't he? Whose bonfire is he going to sit on?
We could lose every holiday.
Holiday.
If we leave the EU.
We're going to lose bank holidays.
Bank holidays.
They want to take them away from us, don't they?
Oh,
I heard
gosh,
that. Yeah.
But we might gain an Independence Day.
I'm not being funny, if we get a bank holiday for Independence Day, that is the most American thing in the entire fucking world.
Yeah.
Like...
They have holidays for everything.
We've turned... I know I'm speaking stereotypically here, and I know that probably 90% of Americans are not what you expect Americans to be. They're not fat, they're not lazy, but the stereotypical American thing is to be fat and lazy. That's how the rest of the world sees America.
That is, yes.
And it seems like we're now taking every opportunity we can to not do things. And this is just another excuse to not do so. Like, oh, we've made an important political decision as to the future of our country. I don't want to go to work on this day for the rest of my life. Like, that doesn't make any sense at all. Now, give me your reasons why you voted leave.
Well, the system doesn't work. It hasn't worked.
Okay.
And... let's look at the last 10 years of what we can actually vote for as the public. We haven't really been given anything to vote for that can actually make a difference. So as soon as something came along, like leaving the EU, no idea if it's actually going to make things better or worse. No one really knows. But it's actually, the system hasn't worked in the past. People are still, in debt. People are still unemployed. In fact, it's all increasing, even though they smear the figures.
But is this the EU or is this the Tories? See, this is the thing that you get a lot.
Yeah.
So I've had a lot of people I know who are Tory voters who voted to leave the EU, and their reason was that nothing's changing, everything's getting worse.
But what have we actually had a chance to vote for?
Well, not a lot, really.
Nothing.
No.
So this is the first time we've gone, right, you can actually maybe make a difference.
And
I know it's a bit of a toss-up.
Everyone's just gone, anarchy, let's leave.
It might make things better. But at the same time, do you want to keep going down a path where it's going to be the same, things are not really going to change? Or do you actually go, you know what, let's let's go out on a limb, let's try it, let's see what happens. If it doesn't work, we'll make it work, in fact. Let's be honest, Britain is a very tough country. It has been for the last few hundred years even.
Although
we'll be alright.
We did have an empire, though.
Did have an empire, that's true.
That's probably the ability to just walk into a country and go, hey, you're mine. This is my land. Your house belongs to me. All of your cattle and food belongs to me. And you are now my slave. The ability to have that made us a very strong country back in the day. You can't really do that anymore. So the other thing is as well is that we're not quite as much of a strong country as the media likes to make out. So everyone says that we are the fifth strongest economy. We've actually just dropped now to the sixth, and France have taken over us in the past couple of days. As we're recording this, it may change when it goes out.
It may change, yeah.
But actually that is, if I'm right, that's per capita. That's our size. We're actually the 25th or the 26th biggest.
Well, there's not enough people here.
But the point is, though, people aren't going to look at us and go, well, they're the fifth biggest in capita. They are trying. Like, they're just going to go, how much money have you got? 26th biggest? There's 25 countries we'd rather deal with.
Well, that's another... Yeah.
The main thing for me is that prior to it, a lot of the things that we could do, they were all coulds. If the Leave campaign had said to me, look, these countries have already signed an agreement that if we leave, they'll deal with us. There was none of it. It was like, well, we could still be part of the single market. Could isn't good enough for me.
No.
Because there are millions and millions of families that doesn't help. They can't afford to be any worse off.
No.
So a could doesn't really work for me, because if it's a could, it's also a could not.
Yeah.
And if we might not, if we then don't, those families are so much worse off. So for me, I needed them to say, look, America have already signed, they're going to deal with us. The single market have already agreed contractually that we can still be part of them, we're going to be okay. Then I'd have been like, you know what, fair enough, let's leave.
Oh yeah, but at the same time, you say there are families that are struggling day to day. I say that's not good enough. Make a change to make that better.
But the people that are in charge of that isn't the EU, that's the Tories.
Well, no, but as a population, we haven't had a chance to actually vote for something to make a change.
Well, the general election.
Well, not really. They're all ruled by the same people,
well,
to be honest.
At the moment...
when you see some of these lords, and I'm putting hyphens on that or whatever... Yeah. They fund all three political parties.
They do.
It's shocking.
The thing is, since the Tories have come in, I've never come across this before. So many laws that they've brought in have been stopped by the House of Lords.
Yeah.
The House of Lords are looking out for the poor people in this country. That is the state that this country is in. The House of Lords are sticking up for the poor, the disabled, the vulnerable. That doesn't make any sense with anything this country has ever seen. Because in the past, obviously, perhaps they've not, because with selling off the NHS, I think it's something like 60% or 70% of the House of Lords all own part of a private healthcare company. And so then when they were all like, let's privatise NHS, everyone was like, well, guys, you can't do this. Come on. Get back in there. We'll get you some cake in a second. Just shut up.
Get some cake.
And now it's like completely flipped, because now you've got the Tories trying to push through really ridiculous things, and the House of Lords going, no, guys, you can't do that. The level of poverty. The level of poverty is here. Okay, here's the line of poverty as to how you
can't really dip behind that
determine
line,
whether a family is in poverty, and the Tories are like, we're just going to move that line downwards.
Yeah.
So if you've only got £10,000 coming in a year, if that's where poverty is, we're going to move that down to 8,000. So now you're not in poverty anymore. Congratulations, you've got a better life. Actually, no, you don't.
And it makes all the GDP look good and all of those figures.
Anyway, we're digressing. Brexit. So you voted to leave because you wanted a change, and you think that leaving the EU is the thing that could bring about the right kind of change.
Well, possibly. Yeah. I don't know, but it's an idea, and there's nothing really been given like as a vote or a choice to actually make a change.
Yeah.
Nothing's been, you're like, oh, you could vote for this or vote for this. You could vote to leave, you could stay. Well, the system isn't working. People are still struggling. It's been struggling for years. So let's try and do something different. Might work, might fail. These are all these sort of deals that you were saying about, if America signed a deal with us and whatever country, it won't affect the poor. That if they signed up, it will only affect the rich. They'll make loads of money. It will
affect the economy.
And
the economy then in turn, it's not going to be money straight into poor and vulnerable.
No, it'll be into the country.
It'll mean that there are a lot more jobs in the country and things like that. Well, the issue for me...
So you say if there's more money in the country, there are more jobs?
If there's a better economy, there's more jobs, because companies from around the world are bringing their business here. So at the moment, obviously, we've got a lot of... We're not as growing with manufacturing. We're not as growing. That was brilliant, wasn't it? We're not growing as much in manufacturing as obviously we used to, but that's because that's the world is going. We're a very developed country, so we're now moving more into technology and that kind of thing. But manufacturing raw materials is still something we do a lot of. You've got Nissan over in Swindon, I think, and you've got a lot of Toyota plants and that kind of thing. And if and it's still a very, very big possibility, when we leave the EU... Well, if we leave the EU at this point.
We don't know, do we?
If we leave the EU and we have to pay taxes, import taxes, like we do with America, like we do with, everywhere else, the price of bringing in steel to manufacture a car is going to be...
will go up.
10% more?
I can't remember. It doesn't really matter how much it goes up, but the fact is it will go up.
Therefore, those companies' costs are going to be that amount more.
And companies won't want that.
Yeah, and it's not going to be too difficult for them to just simply move to France. They can still then ship their stuff across to England. They don't have to pay any more. It's us that would have to pay the amount. Mm-hmm. Simple as that. And so that in that manner, there are going to be a lot of companies that are going to move. And the other thing for me, I have two friends who both live in London. One of them studies economics, the other one, and also works for an accounting company. The other one studies investment banking and also works in investments, has a part-time job in the Gherkin. Okay.
The Gherkin.
Now, they've both said to me, they don't know if this is definitely going to happen, but it's a very real possibility that we have the financial centre, don't we? You know, Citigroup, you know, the big building, all those banks in that area. Mm-hmm. Now, it's a very real possibility that one of those may go. If one of those go, they both said to me, they don't know each other, they both said to me, if one of those go, they will all go. And if they all go, that is what will send this country into the gutter.
Another recession, big one. Well, we know there's going to be another recession, we just don't know when and how big. But the euro will collapse. Well, it's inevitable.
But we haven't got the euro, have we?
No, but we're not part of that collapse now, which we kind of were before. So it depends if the euro collapses, which is inevitable, we just don't know when. We could be out and home and dry, but of course that's a bit selfish because we kind of run away from the problem.
But I personally like to think of myself as a bit more of a child of the earth, if you like. So I follow football and I support England. Yeah. And I can get very angry and very passionate about England football. But I don't care more about the ability for a British family to feed their children. I don't care more about that than the ability of a Syrian family to feed their children. In my opinion, they're all humans.
Yeah, we're all
and
human.
So I feel like we still need... If we can leave and help them, then fine, that's great. But a lot of it about leaving has been basically, if we leave, we're going to keep all our money to ourselves. And everyone love that, you know.
Well, that's right, yeah.
And I think that's horrible.
Yeah, it's awful.
I think it's disgusting.
But at the same time, it was just the same, but within Europe.
Yeah.
And majority of the public here didn't want aid or whatever, overseas aid. They didn't want the government doing that.
Why though?
The reason a lot of the time is, you know, you look at things on the home soil, things aren't great, so they're saying the money should go there first. If you look at the two situations, you've got England, you know, English people who are struggling, but then you look at other people where literally their entire country is destroyed.
And this is the pinnacle, right?
And then people go, oh yeah, but you need to sort things here first. I was like, whoa. It's a million times worse over there.
This is the thing that gets me, is that we've got so many people in this country saying that we don't want foreigners coming in, we need to deal with our own problems first.
Yeah.
Then we leave the EU, and a lot of those same people go, Google, how can I move to Canada?
Yeah.
Like, do you not understand the irony there?
Yeah.
You don't want people coming in our country, but as soon as the country does something you don't want, you want to leave. Do you think that the Syrian people wanted Syria to become a war zone? Do you think they voted for that to happen? No.
Exactly.
We voted for that to happen, but we're not going to get into that now. Now, one thing I do really want to talk about as well, before we finish on Brexit, or before we get too carried away on Brexit, is the Leave campaign saying that they were going to lose before it even voted. Yeah. Now, there was this conspiracy, if you haven't heard about it, Nigel Farage was very keen on this, that apparently it was rigged, and Leave were always going to lose and Remain were always going to win. Now, he was still saying this on the evening of Thursday the 23rd.
Oh, wow.
That Leave were always going to lose and it was rigged and nothing mattered. Now, 12 hours later, how much of a dickhead must he have felt?
Well, he retracted every comment he ever made.
The fact is that no one brought it up.
No.
Like, I haven't seen one thing where someone said, so Nigel, how do you feel now about saying this is rigged, now that you've won? Like, no one brought it up. I would have been, if I was a journalist, first thing on that Friday morning, I'd have been like, Nigel, do you still think it's rigged? I think it's rigged to Leave. What do you think? I just don't understand. And it feels like, you know that little kid at school who asks the girl for a kiss, and she says, ooh, no. And he goes, oh, I was just joking. Like, that is I
didn't want one anyway, yeah.
And I know so many people. I honestly, I've seen a lot of people. Now, I know people who voted Leave, but I don't know anybody who actually thought... I don't think I know anybody who actually thought this. But I know that a lot of people really bought into this. I mean, whatever Nigel Farage says, a lot of people do really buy into, because he goes to the pub and he drinks a pint. Yeah. Don't know how that makes him a regular person. Just because he goes in the pub and he drinks beer, people think he's brilliant. I'm just going to go to the pub, drink a pint. I don't even really like beer. I can drink a pint, take some photos of myself, put it up online with a political belief, and everyone will be like, whoa,
he's cool. He's like
cool.
us. He drinks beer.
So his opinion must be correct. I just think they should have been so embarrassed of themselves. I would have been. If I said, this is rigged, this is definitely going to happen, and then it doesn't happen, I'd be like, oh, okay, I was wrong there, whoops.
Whoops.
I'd be embarrassed as well.
He retracted everything he ever said.
He did, yeah. So,
oh no, I didn't say that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
350 billion.
It's like, well, we've got you
on the NHS, on the side of a bus.
On the side of a bus, and we've actually got you on video.
No, I didn't
doing
say
it.
that.
Nah, mate.
You did, mate.
Nah, that wasn't me.
Yeah, but you did, though, Nige. The other thing as well is that newspapers are reporting similar feelings, Brexit type feelings, all around Europe. And the amount of people that I know that have said to me, oh, well, we've left, people who voted leave, and they know I voted remain, they said, well, now that we've left, all these other countries want to do the same. And if you read the headline, yeah, it might appear that way. But if you read the story, if you do a bit of research, look into it, they don't.
They don't.
The biggest one was France, okay? Everyone said, now that Britain's left, France want to leave. If you look into it, no, it's a right-wing group like the BNP,
that's right,
who want to leave.
Yep.
And the rest of the country are going, oh, God's sake, Britain, you've given these idiots a pedestal.
Yeah, you've given them some ammunition.
You've given them fuel for the fire, and now they're going to want something in return. And none of these countries want to leave the EU. No. None of the countries, they're all looking at us like, really? Like, are you serious about that? Like, it was funny when Boris Johnson was on TV saying it. But do you really want to?
Yeah. Are
you sure? And none of them actually want to leave. The only people in these countries that really want to leave are the right-wing groups who are using this as a platform for their own agenda. They might not even want to leave. But what it's doing is giving them a platform to say, yeah, we want to leave as well. Also, we don't like anyone else different to us. And we don't like anyone else who has different religion. And also this, that and the other. And so that everyone who wants to leave as well goes, oh, maybe they're onto something. Much like Nigel Farage going to the pub. It's the same platform. You do something that's similar and then you just pop all your other little beliefs in there and they all just kind of tie along with it. Absolutely ridiculous.
What do you think will happen if the government, because it isn't legally binding, they've made that perfectly clear, they can change it if they don't think it's for the best, blah, blah, blah. Now, a lot of people I've spoken to about that, what if they do overrule the vote and they decide to stay? A lot of them say there will be rioting.
I don't know if they'll be rioting. This is the UK at the end of the day.
No one will riot.
And we do get very angry people. We get marches. As much as we have this keep calm and carry on propaganda shit, we do. Like, it's been drilled into us that when something happens, we go, I'm not happy about this.
We'll moan.
What's for tea?
Yeah, we'll moan about it. We'll moan to each other and we won't do anything. But that is the perfect type of people that the government want.
I will be angry. I vote with Remain.
Even though you voted for Remain?
Democracy.
What, even if everyone's wrong?
Democracy, at the end of the day, it's the best we've got. And I disagree with it. We're not a dictatorship. If they overturn that, what does that say? At the next general election, everyone votes for Green Party.
There's
I don't really know. We'll just stay in command. We'll just stay in control for now.
Well,
we don't know if this is really the best thing for the country. It's very close, but it's a democracy, unfortunately, so we have to abide by that, in my opinion. Yeah. If they just then go, no, you know what, we don't want to leave, then I will be angry because it's not democracy, is it?
No, it's not.
Something that's happened to us this week. Anything happened to you this week?
Not a great deal.
No. I sat earlier and I tried to write something down that's happened to me this week and I can't really think of anything. I went to a restaurant yesterday in Bath.
Oh, in Bath.
I know, my girlfriend treated me.
Oh, bless her.
And I have to pay her back half.
You owe her. Love it.
And so anyway, it's one of those restaurants where it's almost like a buffet. So they've got all different foods from all around the world.
Oh,
do you know what I mean?
Like all you can eat.
Yeah.
World
and then you've got all foods from different around the world. So our favourite food is Italian. Okay.
I love Italian.
Straight up to Italian.
Yeah.
You put pasta on your plate. You can do different types of pasta, but it's all
Yeah.
Just pasta by itself.
Because
You
it's
put
in
it on the
England,
plate.
it was probably really shit.
It was like fresh pasta.
Oh, okay.
It tasted fresh, didn't it? Who knows? You put it on your plate, and then you've got like some peppers, and you've got all different bits that you can put in with onions. And then you pass them your plate, and you tell them what like sauce you want on it. So you've got like carbonara, pesto, tomato, bolognese, all that kind of stuff. So Shannon passes the plate, and she says, I want pesto. And he puts a little bit of pesto on it. He does it all nice. He fries it up, and he passes it. And it's delicious. And I say, I have some carbonara, please. He says, we've got no ham. And I was like, not the carbonara, then, is it really? It's just cheese sauce. But whatever, yeah, fair enough. I was just like, I could see some ham in a different area. I was like, I'll just get some ham and I'll put it on there.
Right.
And anyway, so he takes my plate of pasta with some peppers and onions, puts it in the frying pan, pours cream on it, right?
Okay.
So you do put cream in carbonara, okay?
Yeah.
And it's like cheese, basically. It's cream and cheese covered on bits. Starts frying it up, puts it back on the plate, gives it to me. And I thought, did I miss something? Like, obviously I wasn't staring at him while he's cooking my food. Did I miss him put cheese in there? Or he
didn't put the cheese in.
Has he just cooked me pasta in cream? And this is weird. And I went and I sat down and I said to Shannon, I think he just cooked this in cream. I don't think he's put any cheese in this whatsoever. And she said, no, like he wouldn't have done that. Like he's a chef.
Surely. He's a chef, yeah.
So I took a bite of it, just cream. Just straight up cream. I had to go up, get some Parmesan and pour it on and mix it all up.
Oh, you didn't go up to him and say, can I have some cheese?
I stared at him while I did it. I looked him dead in the eye, I put Parmesan on and just mixed it up. He knew he'd done wrong, you know.
He was like, ooh, yeah.
I just couldn't believe it, like cream.
As a complaint, but was it the most exciting thing that happened this week? So we live very, crazy lives. No cheese on your plate.
I ran out of milk. I know. And do you know
crap.
Do you know what annoyed me more, right?
That's scary, that is.
I don't remember using it.
Way.
Like, I swear to God, I bought milk and I didn't even open it. Because I was going to have a cup of tea. Went to the shop, bought milk. Like, I honestly bought just a little pint of milk to have a cup of tea. Because I just wanted a cup of tea that bad. Welcome to Britain. This is what we do for a cup of tea.
Have a cup of tea.
Got home and I was like, actually, I fancy a nice little strawberry daiquiri. And so I didn't have my cup of tea. And the next morning I got up and the milk there was like a dash in the bottom.
Didn't even have the heart to completely use it.
There's been nobody else to use it though. That's the thing.
It wasn't like all over the bottom of the fridge.
I don't know. I didn't really look. I don't really pay much attention to my fridge. There might just be like loads of milk.
You'll smell it.
Oh, there's people walking behind me as I'm walking back from the shop. I'm just dripping milk everywhere. Yeah. Like by the time I got home, that's as much that was in there. Yeah, that's my week.
Okay.
That's my week.
Speaking of tea.
Yeah.
Do you leave the tea bag in it?
Do you leave what?
If there are any Americans listening, they leave the tea bag in it until they're drunk it all.
No, they don't.
They do.
What, regular tea? Not like fruit tea?
No, tea bag in, add your sugar, and your milk, then the water, of course, well, whatever order.
Wait, hang on, so they put tea bag and then milk?
No, they put tea bag in, then water, then milk.
Yeah.
With the tea bag still in it. And they keep it in it until they finish the drink.
I put milk in while the tea bag's in. Because
that's a bit weird.
No, it's not. Listen. Because you put the water in, then you put the milk in, and if you put a bit too much milk in, you just give the tea bag a bit of a squeeze.
Nah, but then you're forcing it. You got the bits.
I like the bits.
Yeah, if you like the bits, you like the bits.
Bits are good.
But you take it out when you go to actually drink
You then take the tea bag out,
Thank you.
And if I have a cup of tea, it's got tea bag in, I go, left the fucking tea bag in.
Yeah, that's wrong. You just and then it's just this like horrible looking flat wet testicle at the bottom of your mug when you're finished.
Yeah.
I don't want it American style. They leave the tea bag in. It's weird. That's what he says. Apparently that's what they do.
Is it stranger than clapping when you're playing lands though?
That is quite strange. It's like you don't have much faith. Yeah, I think that is weirder because you got to clap. You survived. Would you clap? There are other reasons to clap.
There are a lot of better reasons to clap. Yeah. So for one more week, we should make this a thing. Strange things that other people do that we don't do.
Illogical.
Yeah. Well, just different, isn't it?
Yeah,
just different. So the contender this week was Americans leaving the tea bag in their regular cup of tea, but it doesn't beat clapping when an aeroplane
No,
lands. Okay.
I don't think
So
so.
clapping when an aeroplane lands goes on one more week.
Mm.
Congratulations to clapping
Well done, Kat.
when an aeroplane lands.
You've won it. You've won it.
So that was the second episode of Three Guys Who Know Nothing Discuss Everything.
With 2 guys.
With again, with just 2 of us. We're really going to try hard to get all 3 of us next time. We don't know why this happens. We're clearly just not very good at this. We're trying to get better. But fingers crossed. Thank you very much for listening. And again, we do this as a monthly, so we'll be back again the same time next month.
Yeah.
We're presented by Feel Good, so check those out as well. Check out everything they're doing over there. They've got some great stuff going on. And we'll be back next month. See you later.
See you later.